Hi folks. Oh, don't want to alarm you, but there's a big yellow thing up there now. Hope you're all well. Brings your spirits up, doesn't it? Unfortunately, it's something that's brought them down a bit as well. Have a look at this. Yeah, unfortunately, I presume that's a sparrowhawk, the way it's been stripped. I mean, it could be a cat, I suppose, but we get quite a few sparrowhawks around here, so that poor blackbird, unfortunately. Oh, or is it a blackbird? I don't know, that's a black beak, isn't it? Which means it's probably a crow, because a blackbird has an orange beak, doesn't it? I think. Anyway, back to brighter things. It's just great seeing all the flowers coming out, isn't it? And when we split the rhubarb last year, the remnants we left, we didn't realise we had, are coming through again. The first hyacinth coming through. I think we've got another one coming over here. And that reminds me, this bloody goosegrass I've got to try and get out at some point. As you can see, we really cut the ivy hedge back. It needed it, but it's a hardy thing, so that'll be back no problem. I might, in that gap, put a Fertinia or something like that to give it a bit of colour, but we'll see. In the meantime, all this that's been cut out, that's piled up here, I am getting a shredder to review soon, so hopefully that'll all be gone. Are you waiting for your food? Hey? You waiting for your food? Yeah? Okay, I'll go and get it. You're going to break that food tray by sitting up there. The whole area up there is covered in this weed, which spreads out like a hand. Don't know if it's good for anything. Don't know what it's called. There's some more here. Once it gets in, it spreads really quickly. I was just wondering if it was good for anything apart from compost. So what I'm doing here is I put some old tomatoes from last season in there just to dry out. They've been outside, inside, everywhere. They're just rotted down, and they're just dry shells now. So what I'm doing to get the seeds out, I'm just scrunching all that up. And I've got some holes in the bottom of this container, which is sort of using it as a sieve really. Scrunch all that up, try and release as many seeds as possible. And there we have it. Probably can't see that. There's all the seeds there. Now, whether they'll be any good or not is another matter. Probably said this before too, but keep all your punnets, tomatoes, strawberries, raspberries, keep the old plastic punnets, and also all your takeaways, your Chinese takeaways, etc. They're quite useful. It's amazing what takes on its own without any help from us. My strawberries have gone from here out into the engineering brick, which must have hundredths of a mil gap, and they've still embedded in there. So this one out of the three amaryllis have finished. So I've got my technical gardening tool here, and I'm going to cut that off, and we've got a new shoot coming behind it here. Just as we've got second shoot on this one coming through, and the second one on this one coming through. I was lucky enough to get down to the garden press event recently. Saw some fantastic people, great companies, great brands, but it's just nice to talk to people, isn't it? With all this war and destruction and all this other bollocks going on in the outside world, it's just nice to engage with people and talk to people, and I think we should all do that as gardeners more. Obviously there's clubs and that sort of stuff in the evenings, but they can be a bit stuffy if I'm honest. But it's just talking to people in the street if you know they're into gardening, or ask them if they're into gardening, or you know, just talking to people. It's amazing what you can find out. It's amazing what you can learn. You know, as they always say, every day is a learning day. And talking to all those fantastic people down at the press event, I learned so much. I mean, I'll probably forget it next week, but at the time I learned something. But yeah, we've all got to go out and engage with people and meet people. Don't be afraid to just strike up a conversation, you know. You get the vibe if you're not really a person's person. You'll get the vibe if something's not right, and you just move on. But I'd say that's a tiny minority, because generally most people have got something to say, something nice to say, something you can learn from. So try and do that a bit more if you can. Talk to more people. Anyway, got to go now. Do what makes you happy. We'll catch you next time.